Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Hello. Welcome to the open book. Can you all hear me? I don't know if I'm having technical difficulties or what. Can y'all hear me before I get started, y'all? I was like, what kind of bootleg is going on with my sound? Even on the little intro. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat. Unless I have to go out and come back in. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Let me refresh. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay, good. The devil is a liar. Let me play my little intro again. Oh my God.
Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Okay, there we go. Good afternoon. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a happy hump day. I am, because, hey, look, it's quiet. Okay, the kids are still at school. So, yes, I am a little extra excited right now. Okay, let's see who we have here so far. Hey, Rebecca, thank you for joining and for being first in the building. I appreciate it, sis. Thank you so much. Hey, Lolo, sis, you said you signed in that quick. Girl, I was ready. Okay. I had to set up. I told y'all all I had to do was click live. I had all my little stuff ready. Hey, Amanda. Oh, my goodness, sis. I have found out a little more. And I'm glad that you told me what you told me yesterday, because right after, it was probably, let's see, was it a couple of hours after? No, it was actually during my restroom break overnight. Yo, I was like, why am I coming to my computer? And Amanda had left a tip in the chat yesterday before she left out. And why another content creator had brought up that point, I did a little investigating and I said, oh, thank you, Amanda. So I was happy that you came in here today, because we're going to get into that. Yes, I had even shared a short at 1 something in the morning. Okay. Hey, Ebony, welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. Okay, let's see. Did I miss anyone? Let me scroll all the way down. Y'all, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat. Cash App is on the screen, and Lolo has shared the coffee link in the chat. Okay, hey, Karen, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, Ebony said, I'm going to record my baby dancing to this song every time he hears it, pumping his little fist. Oh, tell him thank you. That is so cute. Look, you have to send me a video so we can show him one day if you're up to that. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, yes, this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Okay, so y'all, we have a few things to get into because y'all know by now, because it has been all over social media, all over the internet, that Tamar Braxton, yes, Tamar, the Tamar from Tony's sister, Tamar, okay, from the Braxton family values, Tamar, that Tamar, okay, shared a disturbing message yesterday on her Instagram account telling us that she pretty much had a near death experience. Okay, we're going to take a look and kind of go over that. But y'all, as I was going back and looking at some things, this is not the first time. Okay, because I was like, you know what? Wait a minute. I had to tell my husband, I'm like, I forgot about some of this other stuff. Okay, so we're gonna kind of talk about what just happened, kind of look at a couple of things that happened a few years ago, and then go to now Funky Dineva. Okay, y'all probably know him. He is a big influencer, content creator. You know, I don't know what official title he goes by, but he was with Tamar the night right before that happened. Okay. Now, my thing is, he came and did a response, and a lot of people are saying, well, he's sounding a little more guilty by doing that and some of the things he was saying in the video, and the itching and scratching and lack of eye contact and all kind of stuff, which I'm going to let y'all be the judge of it when we get to that part. Okay. So I'm not saying that he is involved, but y'all, we got questions. Okay. We definitely have questions after all of this has taken place because it is a lot. And guess what? I do not think that this is going to end now. Okay. I think this is going to open up a whole door to some other stuff. I'm going to be honest. Okay. I just have that feeling about it. So she opened up to us yesterday. Okay. It was a buzz all around various social media platforms about a near death experience that she faced over this past weekend. Now, Tamar is engaged to defense lawyer Jeremy Robinson. She elaborated on the incident, saying that she was found in a pool of blood by a friend. Okay, now see, this sounds like some of that Malcolm Jamal Warner stuff because why is it that when we hear about these incidents, these near death, or in Malcolm's case, death experience, why is it always quoted as a friend? Okay, a friend pulled him out of the water, or he went into the water with a friend. Now Tamar is waking up allegedly in a pool of blood and was found by a friend. Interesting. Adding that she currently cannot even talk because of her injuries. Okay, so let me pull up. Let's see. Amanda said, "I don't trust him. He wants to be a black woman." You know what? Oh my God, Amanda, I can't with you today. Wait a minute though. Now wait, I don't really know him like that. I think I've joined a couple of his lives and been in there. But baby, I shared this video that I shared over here on YouTube. That short, child, it has almost 4K views. And let me tell you, the people in there, you have some supporters and you have some enemies. Okay. And it's a mixture of how people are feeling about this. But even some of his supporters are saying it's not a good look. But they were saying that allegedly he didn't like black women. Okay. And have said some ugly things. Now, I don't know. Like I said, I've heard Mrs. Netta, okay, out of my own ears. Now, I haven't heard Funky. I don't know what all he said. So either he against the black woman or he's trying to be one. Okay. I don't know. Yes, Lo, prayers for Tamar. Yes. Okay. You don't trust him either. Oh, see, Amanda saying he doesn't like us. Lord, oh my goodness. Okay, let me pull up the screenshot from Tamar on yesterday that she had shared on her Instagram. Okay, let me make it a little bigger. Okay, so she said, I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend. Go on and see, Mama, go ahead and tell us, who are these people? We sick. I know after the Malcolm thing, I'm sick of seeing friends. Okay, go on and tell us, girl, so we can be on the case. Okay, tell us who found you because we need to get to the bottom of this, Tamar. Who was the friend, girl? Because did that friend have access to the house? Did they come in after you were down for the count and didn't know that you were down? Who was this person? Okay, because see, that provides clues. See, people leave out some pertinent information. Who was the friend? Okay, probably need to kind of start there. Maybe, they have some type of knowledge. When did they come? How long were you in your house and on the floor before this friend found you? Okay, with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth, and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Tamar, Tamar. Now, y'all, one thing that I'm going to say, okay, now she said on here, my mental journey begins. But as we go back and look at another similar type of situation that she was involved with, she was talking about her mental journey starting even then. Okay. So, what has transpired recently? Because we thought that was a journey that you had already started, which is, pretty much when you have a mental health situation, I don't think it's just something that stop. I think it's a continuous thing, a process that we must work on. Okay. And protect. That's for anyone. Your mental health, you have to protect it. Okay, so that's an ongoing journey, not just when something bad happens. Oh, let me jump into, I got to protect my mental health. No, what from the last incident to now, what has been going on? So that's something I want y'all to make a note of because we're going to get into that. Um, Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened. And so yesterday we were kind of saying, some of the things that could have possibly happened were a stroke or, a seizure, um, different things like that. But it seems as though if you wake up in that state and you go to a hospital, they usually run those type of tests, okay, to kind of see were those the root causes of that particular type of situation happening. So we don't really know at this point if that's something that was ruled out. Amanda said both. He doesn't like us because he can't be us. Uh-oh. That sounds like Mrs. Netta too. Why these people don't like us but want to be like us? Hey, I don't know. Karen said, I don't follow her, but how can anyone put a vague statement out like she did without knowing? We have a million questions and want details. Exactly. Rebecca said she was at her house. Right. So that brings up the question of, okay, does that friend have access, a key, or what prompted them to find her? Because, and we'll get more into this in a little bit, but was there concern between the time she made it home that night? Okay. Did family members wonder where she was? Where was her son, her fiance? Because allegedly she's engaged, unless they called it off. Okay, were they around? Why was it a friend and not family? So there are a lot of questions. Was the friend still there and never had left and was like, oh Lord, girl, what's going on in there? And found her like that? Like, it's a lot of different questions even within that part. Losing teeth from a traumatic incident will have your mental in a downward spiral. She's a singer entertainer. She needs her teeth and face intact to make her money. Exactly. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. Okay, so we already know that is definitely important to Tamar. Okay, is to make sure her face is beat. Okay, and she's looking her best, because the times that I've known her, she was very, particular about that and carries herself well. And so missing teeth is, ooh, that's a very big thing. I can only imagine. Okay. And so I want to kind of go back to, not deep. Okay, we just gonna kind of keep it shallow level as far as kind of going back to how we came to know her and who she was married with and her personal life leading up to this, because there was something that stood out when I looked at her personal life that brought me back to this situation here. So let me take this off of the screen. Okay, and then Rebecca said it could have been her son. Well, I think if it was her son, I think she probably would have said, my son found me. So I don't think it's her son. I really don't think it would be her son. Because she said a friend, but that leaves a lot of different questions. Just by saying friend. And I'm noticing in a lot of these stories, they go back to that friend issue or verbiage, I should say. Okay. Now, many of y'all may know that Tamar, she rose to fame in the 1990s with the group the Braxtons, where she sang with her four sisters. She has been married twice. Okay. Tamar Braxton was previously married to Darrell Allenby, who she married in 2001. Child, I don't even think a lot of us knew that part of Tamar back then. Okay. I don't think we knew her like that. Okay. When most of us really came to know her, it was when she was married to this guy on the screen, Vince. Okay. So she was married to Darrell Allenby in 2001. Okay. Now, they were married for 3 years before their divorce in 2000. And well, that would have been 2 years. They said 2003. So about 2 years. And they divorced in 2003. So then she had a 5-year break. Okay. Then in 2008, she married her producer, which is on the screen here, Vincent Herbert. Okay. Now they welcomed their first and only child, Logan, in 2013. Now, before they got a divorce, she was married to Vincent for 11 years. Okay. And they divorced back in 2019, which was about 6 years ago. Okay. And I know that they had their show and we saw a lot of their life. It really took a turn, a surprising turn, because, Vincent was a little heavier back then when they were first married. And yes, Amanda, she was married twice. And when he started losing his weight, people started noticing Tamar started changing. Now, not to say, oh, it's because of the weight loss and she kind of felt some type of way. I don't know, but that was around the time when things started really changing in their relationship. I did not think that they would get a divorce. Okay. Now, some even have stated that maybe Tamar was with him for his money. He was her producer, just really trying to get her career out there. And so forth. So they were married for 11 years and they now have one son together. Now, we don't hear a lot about Vince anymore. Even, professionally, his name is not really out there. And we definitely don't hear of them together. Okay. Now, they probably have like a healthy co-parenting situation going on, because we don't hear any negative about it. So hopefully that is the case. Yes, they had gotten a divorce back in 2019. Ebony said Vincent lost all that weight and started feeling himself. That's what people were saying. As we were watching that show, the reality show, they were just saying that, once he had lost the weight, he started feeling himself, kind of getting out there, and Tamar probably couldn't handle that. Okay. Because, hey, this is just real talk. You're the skinnier one in a marriage. Okay. And all of that. Then the other one lose. You used to getting the attention, but now the other one getting attention too. It may cause some type of feelings. Okay. That's possible. That's real talk. Thank you, sis. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let everyone know that we are live. Okay. And so then, y'all, she had gotten a divorce from Vince. Okay. 2019. Following her divorce from Vincent, Tamar began dating a businessman named David Adefeso. Now, y'all, why did I forget about old David? Okay. Let me pull up his picture. I had almost forgotten about David. Oh my goodness. Because some things really got nasty in this particular relationship. Okay, let me pull his up because y'all probably forgot about him too. Okay, because I was like, he didn't look like Tamar's taste, in my opinion. That was just my opinion back then. She went from Vincent to him, and some people just have a type. Maybe she doesn't. Okay, they look totally opposite. Okay. Yeah, I also think Tamar wasn't used to him being in the spotlight. No, I don't think she was used to that. I really don't. And that probably did bother her. Okay. Now, y'all, this is where I wanted to go with this relationship. Okay. I don't know if y'all remember, but because I had forgotten about it. In 2020, now this was only 5 years ago, David had called emergency services after finding Tamar unconscious in her bathroom. Okay. Now, according to the LA Times, Tamar confirmed through a lengthy Instagram post that she had previously attempted suicide, trying to unalive herself. Let me just say, trigger warning. Okay. She had allegedly, so he had found her in the bathroom unconscious, almost, similar to Whitney Houston situation. Okay. And he was found, they were in a hotel during that time. Now, at that time, she was recording the episodes for this new show called Tamar Braxton, Get Your Life. Okay. Because of that hospitalization, it had been pushed back. It was supposed to have like a July 30th premiere, but then it was pushed to like September. Okay. And they had to push that back. So when David had found her unresponsive, he called 911 and he told dispatchers that she had been drinking and had taken an unknown amount of prescription pills. Okay, that was like not too long ago. That was 5 years ago. Hey, Latae, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, that was only 5 years ago, y'all, that part happened. Now, after that, once that had happened, she had sent a screen, like it was a text message, I should say, to her family members, but she did not post it to social media. And so the statement or the text read, I am a slave. I do not own my life, my stories, my pictures, my thoughts, or beliefs. I've asked my master to free me. I'm threatened and punished for it. The only way I see out is death. I would choose that before I continue to love like this. And so, according to TMZ back then, there were differing accounts of why Tamar was upset enough to attempt, suicide. Y'all know what I'm saying, trying to unalive herself. Um, David had claimed that it was because she was upset over the way We TV had portrayed her on Braxton Family Values and its spinoffs. But some of the family members said that it was, allegedly because David had issues with the network. Okay. They stated that he had viewed the pilot of the new reality series and became upset with the way he was portrayed in it. And let me say, it did not give him a good look. Okay. It did not give him a good look because, baby, I was like, Tamar need to get out of their relationship because I don't know what she was going on with behind the scenes. Okay. And so TMZ had reported that his reaction is what set Tamar on this downward spiral. Okay. And after that, they had gotten together pretty much. Tamar's moods had changed to align with his. Okay. And they also said he was very involved in her business dealings. Now, that was something to think about because before that, she had been used to just Vince. Okay. She had just been used to him being in her business and so forth. But I just had this bad vibe about that guy. Like he was too controlling. Hey, Jasmine, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay. Hey, Dreamy girl. Yeah, I was on a different screen. Let me welcome my people in. Let's see. Let me see what y'all saying. Oh, okay. Y'all talking to each other. Yes, they had a show together too. Mm-hmm. Hey, Smart Cookie, welcome. Hey, Princess. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Yeah. So I felt the same way. That something just was not right. And so in that, y'all, there was this attempted suicide, okay, where he found her unconscious. Now, I'm gonna say this. At that time, I didn't know if it was him having a hand in something. Okay, that was hey, I didn't trust this man. I'm gonna be honest now. I love me some Tamar, okay? But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't trust this man. I could be wrong. So when that happened, I was like, was it made to look a certain type of way with her sending this text to her family and he saying one thing, the family was saying another. The whole point of the matter was something just was not right in that situation. And Tamar was found unconscious and 911 had to be called. He's saying she was drinking alcohol and had taken a whole lot of pills. Okay. So that was a whole issue even during that time. Right, sis? Like we got to go back sometimes. Sometimes you got to see if it's a pattern with certain things. Yes, she does have a lot going on. I agree. No, Princess, I didn't. I did a short to him. Happy belated or heavenly, I should say, birthday to Malcolm. No, I did short for him. Okay. So that's just something to think about even during that time. Okay. So then after that, y'all, on September, so after all of that took place, y'all, he ended up filing a restraining order against Tamar, alleging that he needed protection from her over a domestic violence incident. I was like, what? I just could not believe that. So you trying to say Tamar was beating up on you? Okay. So he done filed this restraining order. Then she came out with an Instagram post a few weeks after the suicide attempt. Okay. And it read, thank you to each and every individual who has prayed for me, thought of me, sent me their love, and has showered me with their support. In this present moment, it is my only responsibility to be real with myself and to be real with the ones who truly love me and care for my healing. I have, without fail, shared with you my brightest days, and I know that sharing with you what has been my darkest will be the light for any man or woman who is feeling the same defeat I felt just only a few weeks ago. Every one of us has a desire, whether small or big, to make it out of where we come from to an ideal future place that includes freedom to be who we choose, security for our children and families, and fortune to share with the ones we love. We believe these things can coexist with just being happy. I believe that. That as a Black woman, as an artist, an influence, personality, I could shape my world, and with whom I believe to be my partners, they could help me share my world. Over the past 11 years, there were promises made to protect and portray my story with the authenticity and honesty I gave. I was betrayed, taken advantage of, overworked, and underpaid. I wrote a letter over 2 months ago asking to be freed from what I believe was excessive and unfair. I explained in personal detail the demise I was experiencing. My cry for help went totally ignored. However, the demands persisted. It was my spirit and my soul that was tainted the most. There are a few things I count on most to be a good mother, a good daughter, a good partner, a good sister, and a good person. Who I was began to mean little to nothing because it would only be how I was portrayed on television that would matter. And let me pause there for a second. Y'all know she was taking a lot of hits to her ego, okay? Because she was, for one, going through a lot of the stuff with how she was being portrayed, on these shows. Now, Tamar, at some point though, during those shows, would not take accountability. I love Tamar, but it was like, girl, you got to see your part in some of that too when they were having those shows. But also, y'all, she was let go from the real as well. She didn't do too well with that either. Okay, it was like one thing after another. She was dealing with this situation, with this guy. She was let go from the real. Okay, and a lot of those things were adding to it. People didn't like her. She was thinking, they're trying to portray me as this loudmouth, this type of girl, but that's not really who I am. And so it makes me think of y'all know What's Love Got to Do with it, with Angela Bassett, Tina Turner. She played Tina Turner. When she was really trying to get out of that situation, she tried so many times. Look at what she kept trying to do. Okay, it was like this is my only out is for this. And that can sometimes be people's mental. So even back then during this time, she could have been going through some of that. Okay, this was only 5 years ago. This wasn't something 20 years ago. This was 5 years ago. And I want us to take this little time to kind of go back just a little and come forward to today. Tamar has so many ups and downs going on with her. Yes, Tamar is messy, but I would not let anything bad happen if she was hanging out with me. Exactly. Okay. Hey, Mika, corporate thug, and Mika is in the building. Welcome, sis. He is definitely a character. He hosted our watch party for the Iyangla show. Wait, what? Who, Mika? David? Oh my goodness. What? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They were fighting in the car. Yes, he had gotten a restraining order on her at one point. Exactly. She said, I'm trying to find the right word. Okay. Wait. Okay, Smart Cookie said, I don't trust Funky. Girl, we're going to see that video. Like I said, I don't know him like that. I watched some of his lives and stuff. But child, that video was not a good look. I'm going to be honest. These people will be okay if they... Mika, I'm not fooling with you on today. Okay. Oh my God. Me personally, from what I've seen, he does not like women. Okay. In particular, Black women, he uses them until he gets something out of them while learning your flaws at the same time. Okay. Wow. I haven't took Tamar serious since I saw her. Now look, y'all, y'all coming in here with the jokes. I was trying to be serious. Oh, okay. I got you, Mika. Girl, please clarify, because I was like, David? Oh, girl. Okay, and now Smart Cookie talking about Tamar was frying chicken in the doggone bathroom. Okay, Jasmine said she didn't know what to think yet. I always thought Tamar was entitled, a little spoiled, and she never takes accountability. Right, right. Ebony, I hadn't seen that episode. She be, oh, I cannot. Okay. Y'all silly. I cannot. I'm tickled at that. Child, please clarify. Because I was like, girl, David gave y'all a reception. Oh my goodness. So he was involved? I didn't know he was involved, Funky, with the Iyanla show. Child, we learning some stuff up in here on today. Okay. So then, okay, so she goes on. Let me see where I left off. Okay. It was witnessing the slow death of the woman I became that discouraged my will to fight. I felt like I was no longer living. I was existing for the purpose of a corporation's gain and ratings, and that killed me. Here she goes, okay? Because I want y'all to see a pattern. Mental illness is real. And that's true, okay? But she also just mentioned that yesterday in her IG post as well. Okay, so I'm trying to see, is this a clue as to what's going on? We have to normalize acknowledging it and stop associating it with shame and humiliation. Okay, I'm talking too fast. The pain that I have experienced over the past 11 years has slowly ate away at my spirit and my mental. I will do everything in my power to aid those who, from mental illness, including those of us whose mental illness was only a result from the toxic systematic bondage that dwells in television. It was only God's grace and his mercy on my attempt to end my pain and my life that I am here to utilize my voice. Okay. And so then Tamar wrote a whole, after that, two more paragraphs. Um, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that stands out in these last two paragraphs that I want to highlight, because I know y'all not trying to just hear me read. Okay, so that was pretty much kind of the same stuff as she was just talking about the reality TV, about unions. She said, I will make it my mission to establish the initiative that fights for ethical business practices in reality TV, fights for the ownership of our businesses, promote growth and evolution of our stories, and gives us 100% equity in our freedom. So I don't know if back then it was just too much for her being in the limelight on TV, in those reality shows that she was on, because she went from Braxton Family Values, then she had Get Your Life. Y'all know when she had a Iyanla on their child, and she wasn't trying to listen. She was being rude with her. Her mama was about to slap her. It was a mess, okay? It was a mess. Okay, thank you, Lolo. She said, wait, is everybody the problem other than her? Yeah, it seems like that in a lot of these situations. It does seem like that. Yes, there's a video of her frying chicken in the bathroom, and Tony was recording it. Wow, I had never seen that. Hey, Second Sin for you, welcome. Okay, I think this can be either a cover for face surgery and adjustments, or another attempt gone in the other direction. She has a history of an attempt. We know it. Right. That's the one I was just talking about. Right. Because I had forgotten about that. When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do. Okay. I think Tamar is very not well, and I wish she would get some serious, real help and healing. Yes. Okay. Each time you look up, every 3 months is something. Starting to think they were all sniffing that night. Uh-oh. People that really want to leave out of here do. Tamar wants attention. Ooh. And yes, mental health is real and we must take care of ourselves. It's a serious matter. Right. And I agree with all of that. I definitely agree with all of that. You have to take care of your mental because, hey, and sometimes it is attention. What is she going through with this? Usually, these types of posts afterwards, what is she going through right now? Okay. Okay, let me pull up this next one. Okay, and then we're gonna get into more of what is happening now. I just wanted to kind of, some people are new to who Tamar is and all of that. All right, so this is the latest relationship. Okay, hey Catherine, welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, so after David, okay, she got with Jeremy Robinson. This is her. Um, oh, let me finish with David. Okay, they broke up after this whole incident, y'all. They broke up that same year. He filed that restraining order. He also cited domestic violence as the reason for his filing. And then 3 years later, this is when she appeared on a reality show called Queen's Court. So she went from David, okay, then she had a 3 year break, and now she's on Queen's Court. This is where she met Jeremy Robinson, okay? So they began dating during the show and then later got engaged March 2023, which was a little over 2 years ago on that show's final episode. However, according to reports, the couple called off their engagement a few months later. Then Jeremy took to Instagram to explain the situation. And he said, so many questions, so many assumptions. I want to answer all that I can with respect. Yes, Tamar and I are no longer together. I ended the relationship to focus on getting back to positive energy and being a better person. What happened and why? That's our private place. Okay. But sir, are you trying to say that Tamar was not your piece? he said he was trying to get back to his peace. Okay. I was like, how do you say that without saying it? Okay, that's a way to say it. Okay, let's see here. Remember the car got broken into, and she mentioned homelessness and one time, and then that KFC look. Wait, wait. Second sim for you said the KFC looking man. His name is Jeremy. Oh my goodness! Like, why all this time is something and then no answer? I agree. Okay, I definitely agree. Child, ooh, y'all came with the jokes. Okay, let me keep going. So then, just 2 months later, now they had broken up their engagement. The couple reunited, and Jeremy once again proposed to Tamar on Christmas Day. Now, according to Voyage Alt, Jeremy is the co-founder of the JR Law Group, and he has 5 children from his past relationships. Now, child, is Tamar ready to be a stepmother? Okay, she has 1 child. Okay, but 5 more, I don't know about that. According to Vibe, the couple went through another rough patch in their relationship when Jeremy called out Tamar on social media for not defending him during an interview with Carlos King, who had referred to Robinson as Colonel Sanders. So now, see, here y'all go, talking about the KFC man. Okay, now this is why he got mad at her the last time. After her fiance's public remarks, Tamar took to Instagram to apologize for not defending him. Okay. So then after that, y'all, according to Gossip in August of last year, months after that incident, she took to X, which is Twitter, and wrote in a now deleted tweet that she's calling herself, she was referring to Jeremy Robinson as her husband, but she also called herself single in the same post. Okay. So she said, JR means the world to me. Thank God for him. My husband and my children has saved my life, but I'm so mad at my life. Uh-oh. My family is toxic. See, here we go with the family stuff again. I should have never went back to Braxton family values. Never. Y'all, I'm going through it. I'm single. Now, see, which one is it? Is that your husband or are you single? Okay. I'm single and sad, and this TV is a lie. Y'all have no idea. None. The gaslighting is crazy, and I'm going back into treatment. Oh my God. I just pray my marriage can be saved and my life can be spared. My family is awful. Y'all, did y'all hear that? That was just last year. Okay. Are y'all seeing the pattern? Okay. She's crying out for help even in that post. She's saying, I hope my life can be spared. Then in September of last year, she accused Jeremy of allegedly cheating on her with social media influencer Jalen H. Although both the model and Jeremy have denied the rumors. And last but not least, she accused him of using her credit card without permission. Okay. So we really don't know where things are with her and JR. Okay. At this point, I don't know if JR was at the house or not when they found her there. Let me see. Let me go back to the screen, see what y'all saying. She is so unwell, the whole family. But she can never seem sincere. It always seems like a stage play for attention and drama. Ooh, woo. Yeah, I just was wondering about that relationship. I don't even know if they're married. Hey, Key1. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. 5 kids by probably multiple mothers. He's a waste man. Y'all silly. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, she's single until another woman comes along. A lot of stuff been going on with these celebrities. Yes. The only sister that seemed pulled together and stable is no longer here, unfortunately, and they were not nice to her. Yeah, it was sad. I hope that they had fixed that prior to her passing away. There was another woman he was hanging with. She was from Love and Hip Hop. Can't recall her name, but she was wild too. Yeah. Was it what was it? Carly Ray? I forgot which one, but I think I know who you were talking about. Yeah, it was that going on too. So, in all that to say, I don't know on that part what happened with that. Okay. I don't know if they're still together. She hasn't mentioned him. And definitely we're about to see her the night that this happened. Okay. I'm gonna pull up an IG post. And it looks like Tamar and Funky Dineva went out the night of her near death experience. Okay. So let me pull up my IG. And it looks as though they were at a restaurant. Okay. Now, this restaurant is called, before I go there and show y'all the video, it's called V12 Restaurant in Atlanta. Hey, Teron, welcome. And the guy who shared the video is, I believe, the owner. Now, there have been famous celebrities there. Cynthia Bailey was there. You know, he has like different videos on there, and I'll show you guys some of that. But they were there. Tamar and Funky were there, okay, together. But I want y'all to pay attention to even body language during their interaction at this restaurant. Now, y'all, this restaurant is high class, okay? I was looking at the menu. It's called V12. Okay, baby, if you want a hamburger, you paying at least $25. If you want some catfish, like they selling $44 catfish. Okay. So it's not one of those really like Ruth's Chris, you know, type of fancy and price wise, but it's also not like your local Applebee's. Okay. They have like a standard. Let's see. Tamar just said she was taking prep 2. Wait, huh? The ATL dating scene, celeb scene. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that part. I was saying that too, Amanda. I said I hope nothing happened to a drink or anything like that while she was out. Okay. Now, this is the, I guess the owner. It's not really about him, the owner of that restaurant, but I wanted to show y'all. If you look at, let me see if it's big enough for y'all to see. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so if you look at some of the videos as we're going through, he's had some celebrities there. Here's one with Drew Sidora. I'm not going to play the music. She was there one time. And they do this big, like, hoorah when you come in there. Okay, sometimes our friends are not our friends and we learn way too late. Oh, that's a good point. Okay. All right. So then also, let me show y'all the one with Tamar. Okay. Now, this is the one with Tamar. Notice here she is with Funky Dineva. Okay. He's holding her hand. Let me kind of move the comments for now so y'all can see it bigger. He's holding her hand. Now, the attire, I'm not trying to be petty or nothing like that. I, I was just wondering, I mean, did they know they were going to the same place? Okay, because it looked like he's just like tagging along like he doesn't even want to be there. Okay. Oh, Crystal, that was Drew Sidora and the other one. Now, they weren't there on the same night. Those videos were from different days, just to let y'all know. Okay. Let's see. Funky said he didn't know anything about it until she texted him the next morning. He said he left with friends. Right. And we're gonna get into his his video. Who was the friend? Thank you, Second Sin for you. I just said that earlier. We hear a lot of friend in quotation marks. We hear a lot of that in these situations, and it's not stated so that no one can look into it. Okay, tell us who. The same thing happened with Malcolm Jamal Warner. The friend went into the water, or the friend helped. The friend was there. I'm tired of hearing friend. Who was it? Put a name on it. Okay, because girl, we might can help you figure this thing out. Who found you? But anyways, so notice she's holding his hand. Now that's a look intimate hand thing right here. You know, when you grab person's hand, you clutch it like that, like you kind of feeling a little vibe or something. Okay. Someone over here in the comments said Funky looks so uninterested. And Funky Dineva, he actually commented. He said, "Thank you so much for your hospitality. It was my first time there, and I definitely will be back. I'm so proud of what you have built." All right, so let's continue. So Tamar is excited. She's dancing. Okay, look at this. Check this out. Now she done left Funky. Look, y'all. wait, wait a second. How you left him like that? Okay. The other guy is pulling her along, and Funky is trying to hold on and keep up with her, and she just keeps walking. Okay, I feel like, hold on. Oh, let me make sure my friend is with me. Come on, or something. So they're going to a table. For those of you who are joining, this is the night that happened with Tamar, her near-death experience. So they're going to like a private room area. Okay. Now look at here. Now Funky done caught up. Okay. He's kind of dancing with the guy. That's the I believe the owner. Tamar is saying hi to some people back there in this little private area. Like, what is happening? I mean, she looked happy. She didn't look like any signs of anything during that moment, in my opinion. Let me see what y'all think. Teron said facts. Okay. High spiritual life coaching, Walmart, CVS, Target, is anybody? Hire is Tamar. Wait, jump. Okay. I was trying to understand your comment. His friend, this friend, that friend. Right. Why does every celeb situation have so many left out details? People being found unalive, unconscious, out of commission. Like, who are the friends? Where are the details? Right. Okay, Amanda. Right. That's what um Queen Sheba. And I wanted to pull up a little of her live, and she said she doesn't mind sharing with content creators and so forth, because she said she had just covered their beef and she was surprised that they had been hanging out. Okay. I didn't know they were in a beef. And supposedly, allegedly, the beef was Tamar was supposed to have been doing an interview with Funky Dineva. But y'all know Nene Leaks has a YouTube show, and I don't know if it's on another platform. And Tamar went there and did the interview with her first and left Funky hanging and waiting. And so it's a whole beef behind it. Right. He doesn't like her. It looks like that to me. Okay. This is me from the outside looking in. I didn't even know that background, but I could just tell from this video that something is not quite right. Okay. He looked younger. Who is that? That's the owner. Yeah, he said he had a good time. She had a couple of drinks already. Yeah, she was happy. Did this happen before that? Yes. This is when they went out. Yes. I think they were just hanging out. I would say that two of my friends' teeth got knocked out. I think she just had too much to drink. Okay. Funky did say in one of his episodes he wanted to be low key and not doing too much people. And okay, got you. Okay, well that could be it too. Yeah, because he looks nervous or shy or something. They just getting the groove on. She trying to back it up on Funky, and he like, girl, you know better. Okay. I don't know what was going on with that. Now Tamar should have known better right there. Here she go again. What in the world? Uh-uh. Okay, so that was them coming into that place. Let's see. For real, he said that that's crazy because if you want to stay low profile, she's not the one to be with, as she does everything huge and loud and extreme. Nothing demure or low key with her. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, that's a good point. So this part came out, okay, that they had been together. So then y'all, Funky Dineva out of nowhere did a video. Okay, so let's get into his response or a public statement, because he said that people were blowing up his phone because they knew that they were out together. The ones who followed them, I guess, and the people that were there, so forth. And I'm not sure if he thought it would make him look a certain type of way. Some people said that this video he should not have done. Okay, so let's see. Let me make my screen a
Let
little
me just
bigger.
go on.
I was trying to make it bigger for y'all. Well, I think we should be okay. All right, here we go.
Ahead and get this out the way, okay? Before we even get to the top of the show, I don't know what happened to the lady. Okay, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Uh, Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the roof, Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, "Let's turn up for your birthday." We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw, um, or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is something to think about. All of that happened. We saw it with our own eyes. Who did y'all get into the car with? Okay. Who is we? Because all of this plays a part. It's a reason why I'm saying that. All of this plays a part in this. Because when y'all were walking in, we can't really tell who is from the restaurant and who was with y'all. Okay, and I know like there are security guards and things like that that he could possibly be referring to, or that was with them and so forth. Okay, but that is an important detail as to who was with you.
Dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car.
Okay, so it was a we that went to Tamar's house. He did not go upstairs, but where did the other people go? Did they go upstairs? He said he went to his car. Okay, but what transpired on the way home? Who is we? And did they go up there with Tamar? Because these are questions that should have come up or should have been answered with this video. Because it's really given not a lot of details and information, if you ask me. I wonder if she blacked out from something and has no clue what happened. And if so, that's scary. I wonder, can she have toxicology ran on herself to help put the pieces together? Right, right. The lady. And they said he says lady a lot. So some people were saying that he really didn't mean any negative shade towards her by saying the lady. I don't watch him enough to know if he says that a lot, or if he was just being, insensitive. Right. Okay, thank you, second sin for you. Okay, conniving, he did it. And where was Tamar found? Right. Exactly. His body language. Yes, y'all. That's something a lot of people brought up. Pay attention to body language, eyes, and so forth.
I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, "Can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number?"
So I'm wondering, it almost seemed like he was about to say I had a missed call, but I'm wondering, he said 10 o'clock the next morning, and Tamar was texting him asking for Dr. Heavenly's phone number. Now someone brought up a good point with this. Why does Tamar need to reach out to Funky for Dr. Heavenly's phone number? First of all, she is a public business. Okay. You can pretty much anyone, if they want to get their teeth done, can contact Dr. Heavenly's office. Tamar is a whole celebrity. Some of them run in the same circles. Okay. So I'm pretty sure she could have contacted Dr. Jackie, who hangs out with Dr. Heavenly. A lot of people that hang out with Dr. Heavenly right there in ATL. Okay, some of them travel in the same circles. So I was confused about that too. That was a very good point. Why did she have to reach out to him for Dr. Heavenly's phone number? That was another little red flag.
I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time.
So is he, those of you who follow him, is like Dr. Heavenly his best friend? Why are so many people reaching out to him for Dr. Heavenly's phone number? Because I don't follow him like that. Does anyone know? Is he a best friend of Dr. Heavenly's? I didn't think she was that hard to get in contact with to get your teeth done.
And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. I don't, and I know some of y'all.
It's the shaking the head for me. He said the lady, he said people were reaching out to him. I'm not laughing at the Tamar situation. He said people were reaching out to him, telling him that the lady had died. I mean, almost died and woke up in a pool of blood. Okay, so they're very close. Okay, thank you, Key One, because I know you follow a lot of that. Okay, because child, I was like, why everybody calling him? I mean, I would think that it would not be hard to find Dr. Heavenly. I mean, she has a whole supply store and a practice, okay, where they could just look up the phone number. Let me call and set an appointment with Dr. Heavenly. He's trying to make himself more important than he really That's what I'm thinking, sis. I'm like, child, everybody calling you. I wouldn't have thought to call him to get in touch with Dr. Heavenly. She is, and my little sister in Atlanta goes to Dr. That's what I'm saying. I thought I was crazy. So you even have a sister that can find her. Okay, I was just wondering. It's the too much shaking of the head, Crystal. That's what I'm saying. Because see, when you telling a story and you shaking your head no, like that, it's given you're not telling the truth. Okay, because when my kids do that, I'm like, be honest. It doesn't look like you telling the truth. You're shaking your head the wrong way. Okay, so something just didn't sit well with all of the shaking of the head, no, and then the hands. Okay, you're doing that too much trying to explain something, and you're not a suspect. Like, to me, this would have been something a suspect would do to kind of clear their name. I would have been quiet. I mean, hey, we went out to eat. I don't think I could come if something happened to my friend and it went public or something like that. Child, why I'm coming live saying anything? I wasn't there. So I don't need to defend nothing. I'm not a suspect in anything. So I don't need to come on and tell y'all anything. Okay, we would not, to be honest, a lot of people wouldn't have even known they were together probably until this video. When he did this video, and they're like, wait, huh? Y'all were together? Oh, okay. And now he's giving out these other little details, shaking the head, looking off, doing the hands too much. Now people are like, wait a minute. Okay, right, Cinnamon D? It's giving lies, too much talking with the hands. Exactly.
Y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all going to be committed to thinking I'm biased, and y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm covering up something, and I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother.
Oh, so wait, why would we think he was covering up? Covering up what? Okay, and then the scratching of the ear. Watch this, y'all. This whole thing, this whole little movement right here. And then after this, I'm gonna play it straight.
Y'all be committed to thinking I'm biased. Y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm covering up something, and I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened. And that's the God honest truth. That's
there you go.
I know for some of y'all, that's not gonna be good enough, but you're gonna have to make it enough.
Child, that reminded me of Friday when the mama said, he said, hey, that's not gonna be enough. His mama said, make it enough. Baby, is he giving us Friday? He said, I know that's not gonna be enough. No, sir, it's not enough now that you to put it out there, because we wouldn't have known any of this. No, we're not making it enough because you're not giving us enough details. Okay, right. Why are you looking away? We're just being real talk from the outside looking in. It's not a good look. Amanda said a crackhead will swear. A crackhead will swear on their mama. Okay, baby, the kids at school. I'll talk children. Their mamas don't even know that they're getting sworn on. Your kids at school saying, oh, my mama. It just be lying. Okay, just how I felt when the female lifeguard was talking on the Malcolm Jamal murder. Exactly, Rhonda. We're not crazy. See, some of these people think folks just going to take any info and just believe it. No, something does not sit right. Okay. You don't know and you don't care. Right. Something just doesn't sit right with this.
I promise you, on Isaac's life,
Who is Isaac? Someone let me know who Isaac is.
I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know.
Uh-oh, the ear.
I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, Q, I'm missing 4 teeth.
Oh, and I'm not laughing at the details. I'm just laughing at the way he's telling this. Okay, so he said, I'm gonna give y'all a few more details. So she texted him and was like, okay, I need Dr. Heavenly's phone number. Q, I'm missing 4 teeth. So that's the first thing that came out of her mouth is the 4 teeth. So I guess that's the main thing she was concerned with. She hadn't said anything about that fractured nose. Okay. It was just the 4 teeth. She wasn't talking about I can't move. Because according to the statement, she had lost mobility. She had a fractured nose. She was weak. She couldn't hardly talk. She had missing teeth. So out of all of that, how did she get to the phone trying to get Dr. Heavenly's phone number to get her teeth fixed? I think I would probably try to figure out why I can't move and talk first. Okay, I need to get to a hospital and I need to find out what happened to me. Did I have a stroke? Did I have a seizure? Was something, was I poisoned? What happened to me? Not, oh, you got Dr. Heavenly's phone number because I'm missing 4 teeth. The ATL News told this story. The Channel 2 News. Oh, child, it's everywhere. Lola said him telling on himself. Okay, thank you so much. See, I know my sis Key1. She keeps up with this. Make sure y'all tap into her. Okay, so Isaac is his nephew. Thank you. I've been trying to figure that out all day. Okay, who is Isaac? Because I don't know who it is. So now we know Isaac is his nephew. So he's promising us, and Amanda said, why are you promising us anything? Okay, he's promising us swearing on his mama and swearing on Isaac, his nephew's life. Okay, how when it just happened the night before? Right. The lady, he does say the lady, but it's usually when he's trying to be funny. See, that's what I'm saying. So is he trying to be funny? That's weird too.
And then I wrote back, I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing and the lady didn't respond.
Yeah, he's not trying to be funny.
I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth. That's all I know. If that ain't good enough for you, bitch, make it enough, okay?
Oh, so I'm gonna let y'all watch it straight through without me pausing. Child, he looked like he was trying to be funny at that end. I'm gonna be honest, and that's not a funny situation. If that really happened, but I don't know if he's not convinced. Okay, so it could be a couple of things. Either he's lying and doing all that scratching and looking like that, or else he knows it's something else and she not giving us the truth and he trying to give us a clue. Okay, now it could be one of those two things. I'm going to let y'all watch it without me pausing.
Let me just go ahead and get this out the way, okay, before we even get to the top of the show. I don't know what happened to the lady. Okay, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, "Can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number?" I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time. And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. And I know some of y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all gonna be committed to thinking I'm biased, and y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm covering up something. And I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened. And that's the God honest truth. That's now I know for some of y'all that's not gonna be good enough, but you're gonna have to make it enough. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know. I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, "Q, I'm missing 4 teeth." And then I wrote back, "I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing?" And the lady didn't respond. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth. That's all I know. If that ain't good enough for you, bitch, make it enough. Okay. Second,
Wow.
let me just go
Okay.
ahead and get
So let
this
me stop
out the way.
sharing. So yeah, that part, y'all, it's not enough details for me. And really, like I said, I don't think he needed to come out with that. Because it's given not being honest, or it's giving more about what really happened, and you're trying to give us a clue that it's more, but you're not gonna tell her. Okay, hey Brittany, welcome. So I don't think this is going to end here. Okay. Now, like I said in key one, okay, thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Like I said earlier, um, allegedly, they had just been into it, I believe, a couple of months ago. And now they're, I guess, hanging out. So what happened with that? Because sometimes people that you get into it can play a role and not let on that they still have something against you. And now something happens to you, they gloat. Okay. And they're like, little stuff like that. Right. Okay. And I don't know of what, because he brought that word up, because he said not covering up. We still don't know who went into the apartment with her, what happened during the time frame from the time that he left in his car and the other people went with her, and her texting at 10 o'clock the next day, 10 a.m., asking for Dr. Heavenly's phone number. Okay. So I don't know, y'all. Oh, yes, Brittany, girl, you are late. Okay, over an hour late. I don't know where this is headed. Yep, they have had several beefs. Right. Right. And for them, like the whole interaction was a little awkward. When they were in that restaurant, like she's trying to put her butt all up on him, back it on up. And he was looking, at first he wasn't getting into it. Then she did it again. And then he got it, trying to pretend like he was all into it or whatever. But no, okay. It was given being fake, and it just was not given that you're really wanting to be there with her. So what was this about? Okay. That's the thing. Now, let me see. if I'm going to hold on one second, y'all. I was trying to look at one more thing. Hold on, let me turn this down. I'm trying to see which video she's Queen Sheba. Oh, okay. So she did. Queen Sheba did a video. Tamar Braxton made Funky Dineva wait 3 hours while she interviewed with Nene Leakes. Okay. So that could have been one of the main reasons of this last beef. So I guess maybe they reconciled and got it together since then for them to go hanging out. And then this happened to her a day after that. Interesting. Yeah, that's another question, Crystal. Yeah, what was her son? I don't know where her son was. You know what? That's a good point. I rarely see her and her son together. Every once in a while, you see them do a video or a picture, but I wonder if he goes mainly with his dad. And that could be on purpose if that's the case. Okay. Vince look like he like, hey, come on over here and stay with me. Cause your mama tripping. Okay, she got too much going on. Yeah, or the grandmother. Right. Okay. Yes, I'm glad that she is okay too. So those of you who were just tapping in, we were talking about how this just happened 5 years ago with Tamar. Okay, where she was found unconscious. And David at a festo had to call 911 because he found her in a hotel unconscious. And he stated she allegedly at that time was drinking alcohol and had taken an unknown amount of pills. Okay. She has sent a very cryptic message to her family right before that. And then after that, a few weeks after that, she wrote like a long Instagram post. And it was almost like TV. Being on TV was just not for her. It was doing, especially like the Braxton Family Values and those shows where she has to interact with her family. Seems like that's a trigger for her for some reason. I don't know. Because during that time, and then she had her follow-up show, that's when she went through that bout. Okay. And then y'all know, I think, was it recently? They came back and did another show. And so here we go again. You know, she wasn't feeling it then. And she was saying that she hates her family and this is toxic and all of that. It's like a trigger for her. So I mean, based off of the video when they were out at the V12 restaurant, to me, it looked like she had been feeling good, had some drinks, you know, dancing around and all of that. We couldn't see signs of her being depressed, but I mean, it's really not. If someone's depressed or something like that, you really can't tell sometimes. But with this story, it just seems like other pieces are missing. Like, who are these friends? Who went with her? You know, in her apartment? Did anyone go there? Who was the friend that found her there? All of that. It just opens up a whole can of questions. Yes, then she had that show, right? Tamar and Vince, right? Okay, she wanted to pursue a music career. Yeah, I think she loves her music the most, to be honest, more so than those shows. Because she was saying back when she was with David that she didn't like the way they were portraying her on the show, that she looked a certain type of way. So I don't know, but y'all, I'm going to definitely follow this. Okay, because I don't think it's over. It's some other stuff that was taking place here now that a lot of people are aware of some of the pieces that have come out so far. I think some other stuff gonna come out after that. Okay, so be on the lookout. Make sure you hit the like button if you did not hit that coming in. Make sure you hit it on the way out. Thank you all so much for joining. Also, special thanks to the moderators that were here today, Lolo and Dreamy Girl. And also, shout out to the members that are lit up in green. Didn't she get help? Yeah, she did at that time, I think, you know, but it looks like this is a pattern, okay? Because she usually brings up mental health. Like even in the Instagram post from yesterday, she brought up, she said her mental journey begins. Well, did it stop? You know, because that is an ongoing process. We don't jump in and out of mental health. That's a process. You have to protect yourself, your mental health. Okay. And so that's another situation there. I don't know if something triggered her. I don't know if she's still engaged to JR. Okay, because that's the last relationship. But clearly she was not with JR that night at the restaurant. Okay, where was he? I didn't see him there. So I don't even know if they still together. So it's like a lot of questions. But yeah, hopefully she'll get to the bottom of what happened. Thank God nothing serious, because this could have gone another way. Okay, where we could have been talking about a different thing with Tamar. So hopefully she gets to the bottom of what happened and gets some help. Like someone said in the chat earlier, some real help. Okay, and healing. And one thing that came about with what we were talking about earlier with one of the relationships is she tailors herself to who she's with. Okay. It's almost like an identity thing. Like, does she really know who she is? Because whoever she's with, okay, I'm going to be this way with this person. I'm going to be this way with this person. And she's not really seeing who is Tamar. That's just my opinion. And I think it's a struggle when she's fighting against the image that's being put on her. Okay, so I think, and then not wanting to take accountability, then people see you as the problem, you saying there's other people, and so it's just a mixture of things. Now here she is, and y'all, some people were wondering too, because I know we were kind of talking about that yesterday. She has this new single that came out. They said she performed it at the Essence Festival. Now I hope it's not some type of publicity stunt, okay, to get some attention on some stuff. I really would hope not. Now, we haven't seen her, okay? Well, everybody's kind of going by a post. No one has seen her yet, okay? So I guess, we have to wait to see if she wants to come out with more info, kind of show a picture or something like that, a video. I don't know. But everyone's just pretty much going by the post that she put out on yesterday, okay? All right, y'all. Well, thank you all so much for joining on today. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. Shout out to Corporate Thug and Mika that blessed us with her presence on today. Thank you so much for joining in on the conversation, sis. And thank all of you for being here. Make sure you hit the like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.